Terminator 2. This came out of a house that was in a fire. It only suffered smoke damage. There was no heat issues with it. But we brought this in. You'll see some other videos of some other machines that we also cleaned up. And they asked us to go over the whole machine again, reshop it, put LEDs in it, and we went all out on this baby. Look at this gorgeous, beautiful machine. Jason has decked this out with super bright LEDs. We got white and red down here and blue at the bottom. We got blue in this corner, blue in that corner, red here. Red, we've taken the red caps off. We put clear ones in with red LEDs. Doesn't that look terrific? This back corner is all in red. We also put, or blue, okay? Red, colorblind, right? Blue here, and we have white here, but look right here. We've put in here, Jason's decided to light the holes with super bright red, super bright red. We got the hole up here. Here, switch over. Can you see it up there? Good, good. Boy, doesn't that look absolutely terrific. Now, the customer had already put some LEDs in here, but they had these dull ones in. I guess the first generation LEDs, let's call it that. But he did have something interesting. If you look under here, there was a mod done. I don't know where he got these from, but you can see these really neat LEDs that are flashing underneath the ship. That was a very nice touch, and of course we left it there. It was a very nice touch to leave one there. We had to rebuild the flippers. They were flopping all over. We did put new end-of-stroke switches on. We also put the Cliffy plastic sleeves here, the red ones. See how sharp that looks rather than the original black sleeves. You see these roll-throughs? Did you know you can't get them anymore? They were only made, this size here is the original Williams size. They stopped making this size. They're only used in this one machine. So you have to use the slightly tiny bit larger one and make it work. So we had to replace one of these out of the 4. And Steve Young from Pinball Resource says they will not be made again. They were only issued for this one game. Make those work. We also put in LED flash lamps under the playfield. And of course up in the head here, he's decked this out with super bright. Doesn't that look terrific? Hurts my eyes. It's like those new headlights on cars. Back here, we had to do a lot of board work, not because of the fire, but because of the general problems what we always have. The bridge rectifiers, we had to put new ones in, and they're higher up off the board, courtesy of Steve Young. He gets the long leg ones. The more heat dissipates around it. We put new capacitors on the power supply for the dot matrix board. We put our lithium battery in. And the other problem the game had, the switch line was blown, and it already was in a socket. So somebody else had probably that. We call that the fuse. Somebody fools around on the playfield. They switch a line, switches to let's say a coil or a light bulb socket. They blew that chip out. So our practice is we put it in the socket. But this chip and these 2 others were already in sockets when we got the machine in. So we didn't have to do anything with that. But we did change this connector. We had to put a new connector. Of course, that'll never burn out again because it's all LEDs. Never. Now, the customer had his own set of keys. We like our own keys where everything is keyed alike, but the customer had 5 games in the house. We had to scrub the cabinet and get all the crud cleaned off.
We need gas money.
Gas money. You'd think that gas...
It's free.
It should be free.
It should be free.
Let's see. Unfortunately, when you're driving a truck, it's $100 to put gas in the van.
You mean the van?
Yes, isn't that lovely? Don't you like to spend $100 every time you get gasoline? As Audrey Hepburn says in Wait Until Dark. Anyway, we are still working on Terminator. Yes, cabinet. Looks terrific. Very nice job. We have a little touch-up. Stephen, how much work did you have to do to it?
I touched up a lot on that cabinet.
Well,
isn't that nice?
Okay. Jason has painted this gun metal, right? The gray, and then clear coated it. So the gun Now looks nice and it's looks good. Oh, the coin door was repainted too. Their house is almost ready, I think. So we're going to wrap this thing up and store it. And as I said, we'll have 4 more video games that belong to the customer getting ready for their house. And they'll have their game room back up and running. You should have a game room in your house. Great stuff. When people come over to play, they love them. My daughter is having a group of friends over tonight. They're going to play in the game room for a couple hours. I have 40 games in our game room. I want to show you how neat this effect is here. There's GI in here that's hooked up to the lights here, but then there's a second LED that's hooked up to the flash lamp circuit. It's really sharp. Let me show you how sharp this looks here. See how that flickers? And if you get it here, see how that has that really nice feature? Now, I want to show you the other nice thing. We put in here a red flash lamp. Now watch. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that sharp? That's a really sharp feature. It didn't like that. Let's do it again. Let's see if I can... I was trying to hit it at the same time. There we go. Very, very nice effect. It's all caused by that circuit. So I'm not sure who made that, but it's pretty sharp. Anyway. Very nice game. And we think our customer is going to be very happy. See how sharp the LEDs are? They're super bright up there too. Really nice. Anyway, I think she's ready, Frank. Now I think we're ready. Let's close her down.
We're in the yellow pages under amusements.